Hi there, hi, good morning everyone. This is Liz Davis. I am a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help busy women fix their painful digestion, bloating, SIBO, IBS, any other kind of digestive related issues, hormone problems, chronic fatigue and so on. And I do this with state-of-the-art gut testing. Normally don't have to test, but it can be very, very useful to test. And nutrition, lifestyle upgrades, supplements and so on to bring things back into balance and get things working for you properly. So before we even can think about reaching for any supplements or anything like that, there's so many herbs and spices around that are really, really useful and can really enhance the flavour of your cooking as well. So absolutely don't overlook those at all. So I just do a rundown of a few really useful ones. You've probably got hanging around in your cupboard already that you can just use in cooking or to make teas or what have you. So all these herbs and spices work in different ways to really help and enhance your digestive processes. So for example, some of them will help your body to increase bile flow, which is super, super useful. Some of them are really good for getting rid of excess gas. Some are anti-inflammatory, so they all have their different mechanisms of action that are really useful. And actually, you know, super good for just enhancing flavour, making your cooking taste better and making everything taste a little bit more exciting. So really good to have a few to hand that you can just reach for. Here are a few of my favourite ones, and as I say, there are millions and millions out there, so worth doing a good bit of research. So first up, there's fennel. In Asia, they typically will serve fennel seeds after a meal. So you just kind of have the seeds there and you can just chew away on them. And that is supposed to be really good for your digestive processes. And you know, it just really helps to promote healthy digestion there. So if you didn't fancy doing that though, you can buy the fresh bulbs in the supermarket and they make really good soup. They actually are a really nice flavour enhancer themselves. Just chop them up, add them into whatever stews or curries or whatever you're cooking. Really lovely, it really enhances the flavour and makes it taste lovely and rich. Or drink fennel tea. Again, a really very handy way to kind of get the kind of the effects of fennel without having to cook anything or chew anything or anything like that. So just a handy one to have in your cupboard. The fennel seeds are actually scientifically proven to be antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory. So really, really, you know, a really good all-rounder. So next up, my absolute favourite and so versatile is chamomile. You can use it to make teas, which are really lovely. Either buy it from, buy chamomile tea from the shop, or you can make chamomile tea if you've got any growing in your garden, even better, because it's nice and fresh then. So everyone knows it's really good for relaxation, which it is. Super good to have some in the evening when you're trying to wind down. But not many people know it's actually really good for your digestion as well. So if you're feeling a bit ropey after eating something hasn't quite agreed with you, it's really good at getting rid of excess gas and stomach aches and bloating and all that kind of thing. So sometimes all you need to do is literally have 3 small cups of chamomile tea, one after the other, and it can alleviate a lot of this aggravation. So a super good one to have around. It's also anti-inflammatory and good for stomach ulcers as well. So added bonuses there. Next up, ginger. Notorious for getting rid of any kind of nausea, so pregnancy, morning sickness or travel sickness comes into its own with that kind of thing. Again, super versatile, so just chop it up, add it into infusions with some boiling water, put a bit of lemon in there as well if you want to, use it in stir fries liberally, curry. You can put as much as you want in there, or just buy it as tea. You can buy it already in tea bags, or use dried ginger in cooking as well. So turmeric is the star for anti-inflammatory properties. Any kind of inflammation, if you've got any kind of an issue caused by inflammation, it will probably help you. Do beware though, it can be very irritating in your digestive system, so don't take too much. I mean, supplement wise, it can be quite aggravating to some people, not everybody. Alternatively, again, it's available in all sorts of herbal blends and infusions, so a good one to you know, just have in your collection of herbal teas at home. Cumin, again, it's fabulous. I love cumin. I put it in everything. It really revs up your digestive processes and increases the activity of digestive enzymes, so that's why it really helps your digestion to feel a lot better. So if you're someone who struggles digesting fatty food, it gets your bile flowing, so you will find that process a lot easier. If you're having a very fatty dish, add some cumin in, or take some cumin supplements if you can find those, and you should find that quite helpful. Also, all the lovely green leafy herbs as well, thinking parsley, basil, coriander, an amazing detoxifier. So if you fancy doing a bit of a detox or think you've got a detox overdue, having some coriander, sprinkle it, fresh coriander on everything, salads, curries, whatever, really nice. Wild garlic as well, which is prolific at certain times of the year. It just makes super pestos, and you can add it to cooking again. So again, a really useful one to have around. And parsley, great for your immunity as well as everything else. Okay, so if you happen to have some of these in your cupboards, then just add them liberally to your cooking. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of Asian dishes will have a lot of these herbs and spices served alongside notoriously tricky to digest foods. So you're thinking about chilies and dals and lentils, that kind of thing. It's going to be very hard for your gut to break down and process, so adding in a few of these spices and herbs can really help you there. Okay, I hope you liked that and I found it useful, and if you did, do like and share, and I'll see you next time. Okay,